A lot of people have been sending me messages, asking me questions. And the questions they've asked me that I want to talk on in this video are: one, can I enter the USA with my visitor visa? Two, can I study in Canada with a visitor visa? Three, can I marry in Canada while I am on a visitor visa? Four, can I rent a house, an apartment, or even a room while I'm on a visitor visa in Canada? Can I work in Canada with a visitor visa? Can I drive in Canada while I'm on a visitor visa? Can I seek asylum in Canada as a visitor visa holder? These are 7 questions I want to answer in this video, because a lot of people have been asking me these questions across my social media platforms. So today I want to talk on this so that other people can learn if you don't already know. Because prior to now, a lot of people went to Canada with a Canada visitor visa and they were lucky, fortunate to get LMIA jobs and LMIA exempt jobs, and we are able to apply for work permits, and many of them are in Canada currently working. But as people became aware of the update of the policy that Canada put in place, that we allow visitor visa holders to come to Canada, legally search for jobs, attend job interviews, and if given that job or those jobs, they can apply for a work permit. So now, these jobs are no longer easy to come by, to the extent that a lot of people are currently stranded in Canada. So people are beginning to look or weigh their options of what they can do with that visitor visa in Canada. And with a visitor visa in Canada, there are other things you can do besides just going there to search for jobs. So in this very video, I will be answering these questions, and this will be beneficial to those who have been granted their Canada visitor visas, those who are processing it, those who want to start processing it. It is very, very important for you to have an idea of what you can do right there in Canada with a visitor visa. So if you are coming across my face and my channel for the first time, my name is Nosa Comedy. Please give this video a big thumbs up and click the notification bell on my channel so that YouTube can recommend this video to others, and also YouTube can recommend or notify you as soon as I drop a new content. So let's go into this video proper. Now, the first question, somebody asked, can I enter the USA with my visitor visa? The answer is no. If you are not a citizen of Canada, as a visitor visa holder, you need a valid visa to enter the US from Canada. Because there are cases where people have been saying, I heard you can go to US with a Canada visitor visa, or with a Canada student visa, or even with a Canada work visa. It is not true. As a visitor visa holder, you need a US visa, a valid US visa, to enter the US legally by law. Number 2, can I study in Canada? The answer is a yes. You can study in Canada with a visitor visa. I have made videos on this before. All you have to do when you go to Canada, within the space of 6 months, you have to take a short-term prerequisite program or short-term prerequisite course. And eventually, when you finish that program, you get the program completion letter, acceptance letter, and when you pay your tuition, you can get your provincial attestation letter right there in Canada. So yes, with a Canada visitor visa, you can legally study in Canada. Yes. So because I made this video last year and a lot of people came across and were doubting. But when they went to the IRCC official website, they now saw it there. Because right here, I am saying things the way they are. We don't sugarcoat here. We say things the way they are. So that is it. So the next question 3, can I marry in Canada while I am on a visitor visa? A lot of people have asked me this question. And the answer is yes. You can marry in Canada while you are on a visitor visa. You can. Provided that person you are getting married to is a Canadian citizen. And also provided the two of you meet the requirements, the marital requirements of that province in Canada where you two will be getting married. Yes, a lot of people have been asking me this, and I know many of them will be relieved to hear this answer from me. Because before now, there have been cases where people went to Canada and legally got married to Canadian citizens, provided you meet the requirement of that province in Canada where you will be getting married. So, and also, let me say this. If you as a person, you are on a visitor visa and you are marrying a visitor visa holder in Canada, if that is what you are planning, it will not grant you any legal status apart from just being a visitor. But when you get married to a citizen, a Canadian citizen, this will put you on the line of being able to legally work, stay, live in Canada, and eventually get your PRO. But there is a process for all this. So it is most advisable that if this is something you want to indulge in, get or employ the service or services of an immigration lawyer or an attorney so that things can be easier for you. The next question, can I rent a house, an apartment, a room while being on a visitor visa in Canada? The answer is you may be able to, but it is difficult. And I will give you the reasons why this is very difficult. The rental system here in the US and in Canada are almost similar. Now, let me use Nigeria as a case study where I am from. In Nigeria, you can sometimes be walking on the street, you see where they write room to let, apartment to let, and you can even deal with the landlord directly. Over here in America and Canada, it doesn't happen like that. Usually, you are going to pass through the hands of a real estate agent, a realtor, who is handling that property on behalf of the owner. And for you to be able to get this apartment for rent, if you are even dealing with the landlord or with the real estate agent or realtor, if you want to call them any of these, you will need a pay stubs that will show the landlord that you have a job and you are earning at the end of the month or bi-weekly, as the case may be. You will need a W-2, which is a kind of a tax form, just like the way it is here in America. You will need tax documents to show that you are a law-abiding citizen of that country, you are paying your taxes. And also, you will need a credit score. There is what we call credit score here in America and in Canada, which shows how well you have been able to put your finances together. Because if you are in huge debt, you will not have good credit score, and many landlords will find it difficult to give you their properties for rent, because they are of the opinion that because you are in huge debt, you will always be bound to default in your payment of rent. So they don't want a situation where you will come in and you will start owing. Rent will start accumulating because you are unable to pay. So, and those documents I just mentioned, pay stubs, W-2, credit score, as a visitor visa holder, you don't have these things. So you will find it difficult to get a house to rent. Except maybe you just meet somebody, maybe it's from your country or whatever, you just say, make you just enter, one kind, they give me small change. Other than that, it is difficult for visitor visa holders to find apartments, houses, or even room to rent. So I'm advising those people, if you are coming to Canada, you won't feel like you want to stay for a longer period, like many people have told me. I have told them, it is either you get hotel reservation, get an Airbnb, book it, or better still, get somebody you can stay with in Canada for the meantime. The next one, can I work? Many of us, we already know you can work in Canada for now. No, you cannot even work. Sorry to say, you can't work. You can't work with a visitor visa. You can only look for jobs. You can only attend job interviews. And if you are given that job and that job is an LMIA job, you as a person can apply for a work permit, but you cannot legally work in Canada with a visitor visa. So that is clear. 6, can I drive in Canada? Yes, you can drive, as long as you have your international driver's license right there in Canada. You can drive. Number 7, can I seek asylum? The answer is a yes. You can seek asylum while you're on a visitor visa in Canada. So these are the most popular questions many of you have asked me to make videos on. So I have decided to come here to make this video for these popular 7 questions. And in my next video, watch out. I will be telling you something about Canada and asylum. It is very, very important for you to watch out for that next video. So if you have not clicked the notification bell here on my channel, click it so that you get notified as soon as I drop a content. So guys, always keep winning, and hope you guys enjoy your week, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you.